Have you ever felt like, I don't want to be a bad person, I don't want to sacrifice myself or a soul to be successful or to manifest what I want? I'd rather not to have money than be a bad person and blah, blah, blah. But I hate to break it to you, but if you really want to manifest the wildest dreams in biggest goal, make millions of dollars and travel around the world or whatever you want to do, then you have to be a bad person. But here's the catch. Bad person by the definition doesn't even exist in the first place because there's no good or bad in this universe. The God doesn't define what is good and what is bad. So what is a bad person there? So now I want you to actually think about this extremely successful, extremely best version of yourself. Maybe very good at sales, maybe very charismatic. Maybe you care less about what people think about you. And maybe you're top of the world and you're like too busy to spend so much time on everyone else around you that come to you and wants your attention. And then you actually think that there's a bad person. It's because you're conditioned to believe that is a bad way to be a person. That is a bad way to grow into that version of yourself. Why? Because you're conditioned and you're programmed to believe that, I have to please people. I have to be friendly to everybody that comes to me, and I have to give, and then I have to sacrifice myself for other people's happiness or other people's wealth. But that's not true. If you actually shift your belief to get rid of all this conditioned program about this best version of yourself being a bad person, it's actually the opposite. You become so fucking amazing and so helpful for other people, then your business skyrocket, because business is essentially helping someone's problem. So you becoming the best version is not you turning into someone bad or someone worse. It's the opposite. You becoming the best version is you are contributing to society, you're creating the positive impact to the world, and therefore it multiplies your income, it multiplies your lifestyle. And back in the days, I used to believe that I don't want to be successful because I was so programmed to believe that successful people and rich people are disgenuine and they only think about money. And don't get me wrong, I've met so many people like that. And, until quite recently, I've met so many people who's just, sure, on the paper and, in a bank account, they have lots of money and they're very successful. But in terms of the level of depth of human being, they suck. So my point is, I was programmed to believe that because I've learned when I was young, somewhere, perhaps my parent or society, or maybe I was just genuinely judging people because I was not successful at all and I was not confident, I was so insecure. That was the only way for me to justify my way of living and my worth by simply just pointing a finger at everybody. But some people say it's like when you're pointing a finger at somebody, then the three of the finger is actually pointing at you. Therefore, you seem like, you feel like you're pointing a finger at somebody, but actually you're pointing a finger at yourself. And I was that guy. I was judging people because I was so afraid to beat that version of myself, my best version of myself yet to reach. Of course, I am still on my way to tap into the best version of myself, but what I can tell you with confidence and with conviction is that I am currently the best version of myself that I can be today, because of all the work and because of all the deep work and the spiritual work and really facing myself and getting rid of and letting go this version, this idea of my best version is bad, because this version of me, who I am right now as an individual, as a result, has nothing to do with how I thought my best version would be 5 years ago. Because 5 years ago, I thought the best version of me would be, super successful and super famous and blah, blah, blah. But then the ideas attached to the success and fame and, just genuinely, be a leader of the community in the worldwide or inside of Japan, I was programmed to believe that is not a good person. So I thought it was a bad person. And obviously, we don't want to be a bad person, do we? We don't want to be a bad person. We're just societally conditioned to believe success and our best version of ourselves is somehow a fucking bad person, and it's not true. It's not true. And I'm so happy to be who I am right now. And I constantly receive that, thank you so much, and I love being your coaching and the mastermind and everything, and it really fulfills me. This is who I am, and I genuinely love what I want to do. And of course, you can buy Ferrari and you can buy nice things and enjoy your life to the fullest, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But what I care the most is the community. What I care the most is that someone else's success, because it really makes me feel like, let's fucking go. We are succeeding together and we are growing together, and at the end of the day, the people is the only legacy. So when I realized that, I let that go because I was so afraid of success. And I know it's crazy, right? But we're designed to be afraid of the idea that is attached to something negative within us, which in this case, and in your case too, you're afraid of success unconsciously without you knowing it, because you think that best version of yourself is somehow a bad person, but it's not. If you genuinely care about the core value in life, the connection and people and love, then you're not going to be a bad person. So you have to let go the idea of you becoming a bad person and success is somehow equal, because it's not. The conceptualization of success is just you're genuinely being rich and fulfilled and achieving everything in every areas of your life. You can have the beautiful family, and then you can have an amazing business, and you can make shit tons of money, and then you can be happy, and you have so much time, and then you can be contributing to society and other people. Who hates that person? You shouldn't, because you're about to be your best version, and that version of you and that frequency, the lifestyle that belongs to you. All you need to do is tap into the frequency, okay? Never chase success. While you're chasing success, the success is running away from you. What you have to do is you become the success itself. What does it mean? It means that identity that holds the charisma, leadership, money. As a vessel, as an identity, you have to be that person that reflects the level of success and lifestyle in your reality. Everything starts within you and it belongs to you. All you need to do is to find the courage to let go of the idea of you becoming the best version of yourself is somehow bad. No, you're stepping into the fucking badass version of yourself, which is so fucking cool. Now, don't be afraid, because you're about to be a fucking amazing badass version of yourself. And then that version of you is so cool and it's so genuine and so loving that everyone is going to respect and love you. All right. Now, if you're an entrepreneur and want to be the best version of yourself and multiply your income and literally just achieve the success you want in your life, to share as much as we can in this world, then apply from the link in the description. If you're an entrepreneur making like $5,000, $10,000 or $20,000 or $50,000, I don't care. If you're stuck in that level of income and want to get to 100K, 200K a month, then apply from the link in the description. Let's manifest. This is what the manifestation at the top level. We are not playing like manifesting a parking lot. We are literally manifesting gigantic amount of money and any success that you can imagine in your mind. All right, with this said, I genuinely hope that you're about to step into the best version of yourself. You're a badass motherfucker. Let's go.